You've heard of a man with many wives. But what if I told you there's a culture where one woman marries every man in a single family? Not just the eldest brother. No, she marries them all. Every brother. Sometimes even the father. In this ancient culture, wedding vows aren't whispered between two souls. They're shared among many. To the outside world, it sounds like a twisted fantasy. But here, it's tradition. Here, it's normal. And in some cases, it's even expected. This isn't a Netflix drama. This isn't ancient folklore. It's real. And it's still happening right now in remote parts of the world. But what happens when one husband falls in love and the others don't? Why would any society allow this? How does one woman share one life with 5 husbands? And how do children know who their father really is? This is polyandry, the most controversial marriage system on earth. And in this episode, we take you inside the cultures where one woman marries the entire bloodline. The Tibetan fraternal polyandry. 1 wife, 5 brothers, 1 family. First stop, the roof of the world. Tibet. Here, at the edge of survival, love bends to the will of the land. Farmland is life here, but it's scarce. If each son takes a slice, no one survives. So what's the solution? Share the wife. Keep the land. Keep the family whole. It's called fraternal polyandry, where one woman marries multiple brothers. 1 bride, 1 bed, 1 family. No jealousy allowed, no inheritance battles, just a system as old as the mountains. The wife becomes the center of the family, the cook, the caretaker, and for many, the one and only woman they'll ever touch. The brothers? They farm by day and rotate sleeping arrangements by night. Kids call all the brothers dad. Paternity tests? Never heard of them. In these homes, no one asks, whose child is this? Because here, fatherhood is shared, just like the marriage. The Toda tribe of India. 1 wife, many husbands. 1 bow decides the father. From the snow-lined peaks of the Himalayas to the emerald hills of South India, we now enter the secluded world of the Toda tribe, one of Earth's most mysterious cultures. Here, in the Nilgiri hills of Tamil Nadu, marriage isn't just a bond. It's a complex network. 1 woman, multiple husbands, sometimes brothers, sometimes not. But here's the twist. She chooses who the father is. In Toda tradition, when a child is born, the mother performs a sacred rite. She gives a ceremonial bow, or sometimes the man performs a symbolic arrow ritual. That man is then declared the father. No matter who the biological one is, no paternity tests, no disputes, just a moment and a decision. 1 child, many men, and only one gifted the title of father. Anthropologists call it one of the world's clearest cases of female-controlled paternity. She holds the bow. She decides the lineage, a quiet power, hidden in plain sight. In Toda society, there are no courtroom battles. No accusations, no second guesses. Fatherhood is a ritual gift, and once given, it is never questioned. The Irigwe of Nigeria. 1 woman, many husbands. No brothers required. We've seen polyandry bound by blood. 1 woman marrying brothers to preserve land. But now, we travel west, to a place where the husbands don't share a mother or even a name. Among the Irigwe people of central Nigeria, 1 woman traditionally married several men, called co-husbands, who were unrelated and each had his own home. The woman rotated between them, and children's fatherhood was assigned based on which man's home she stayed in, not biology. In the 1960s, anthropologist Dr. Walter H. Sangri wrote, "The persistence of polyandry in Irigwe defies common assumptions of African patriarchy. It is a structured, accepted, and deeply rooted tradition." But Christian missionaries condemned this practice. By 1968, pressured by missionary and colonial laws, it was outlawed, erased from legality, though it lives on in memory. It's ironic. What could be seen as taboo in modern-day Nigeria was normal less than a century ago in parts of this land. The Nyinba of Nepal. Polyandry. Perfected on the roof of the world. Before we say goodbye, let's peek into a remote corner of Nepal, where the Nyinba people rewrote the rules of marriage. For centuries, the Nyinba embraced fraternal polyandry. One woman, many brothers, one family. It wasn't a compromise. It was tradition. The only way to keep their world intact. In these harsh mountains, land is as precious as oxygen. Divide it and everyone suffocates. The Nyinba's polyandry ensures land stays whole, avoiding the disastrous fragmentation that could mean starvation or exile. The wife shares more than a bed. She shares a life with multiple husbands who share everything from chores to children. And the kids? They don't ask, "Who's my dad?" Because in Nyinba homes, all brothers wear that title. This ancient dance held strong for centuries, until laws and modern pressures forced many Nyinba families to change the tune. In a world racing toward uniformity, the Nyinba remind us that family, love, and survival come in many extraordinary forms. We've traveled to the world's most remote places to uncover a truth that challenges everything we think we know about love and family. Here, marriage is not a union of two, but a bond that holds entire families together, where survival, tradition, and love are inseparable. As the modern world presses in, will these ancient ties unravel or endure, hidden in the shadows where marrying multiple men still lives on? If you crave stories that shock, cultures that rewrite the rules, then don't just watch, be part of us by subscribing to our channel. Because history isn't just in books, it's alive, hidden, waiting to be uncovered. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and prepare for the next journey with us. See you in the next video.